the dim light of the decrepit apartment, the air was thick with the stench of decay and despair. Snowball, a plump white fluff ball, with eyes as sharp as diamonds, sat frozen on the staircase, his heart racing as he heard the ominous moans of the undead echoing from the bottom floor. The old wooden steps creaked under their weight as the horde shuffled closer, drawn by the faint scent of life lingering in the air. Clutching his trusty shotgun, a weapon far too large for his furry paws, Snowball's resolve began to harden. This was it, his last stand. Panic surged through him as he peered over the railing, catching sight of the grotesque figures staggering towards him, their tattered clothes hanging limply from decaying bodies. With a determined grunt, he steadied the shotgun, recalling the countless practice sessions he had taken in the heat of this feline apocalypse. His fluffy tail flicked with intensity as he squeezed the trigger, sending a deafening blast reverberating through the stairwell. The blast echoed like thunder in the crumbling building, and a cloud of feathers and fur erupted from the impact, knocking back the first wave of relentless zombies. Just as the remnants of the blast faded into the hollow silence, the rest of the horde advanced. Undeterred by their fallen companions, fear coursed through Snowball. They were pressed in too close, their cold, lifeless eyes locked onto him. He didn't have time to think, only to act. In an explosive burst of energy, Snowball leaped from his perch, his instincts guiding him as he darted toward the nearest window. The jagged shards of glass and rusted metal glinted ominously in the fading light. He was a flurry of white fur and adrenaline, pushing through the chaos like a cannonball, dodging the outstretched, rotting hands of the undead as they lunged for him. Reaching the window, he slammed against it, his little heart pounding louder than the gruesome sounds behind him. With a frantic paw, he clawed at the old painted frame, the window refusing to budge against the years of weathered wood and rust. Snowball growled fiercely, a low sound of determination rising from deep within him. "Come on, open!" he hissed, glancing back over his shoulder to see the zombies closing in, their jaws snapping and ragged breath coming in low, raspy growls. With one last, desperate shove, he pushed against the window again, this time feeling it creak and crack in response. Finally, with a jubilant pop, the window flung open, splintering wood scattering to the ground below. Snowball didn't hesitate. He leapt through the hole, soaring into the cool night air. For a single, fleeting moment, he felt like a hero, a warrior escaping the clutches of doom. As he tumbled onto the fire escape, Snowball landed on his paws and dashed away from the chaos behind him, spurred by instinct and driven by the will to live. With the howls of the undead fading into the night, the fluffy cat knew the fight was far from over. But for now, he had escaped. Fresh air filled his lungs, and the lights of the city sparkled in the distance, a reminder that hope still flickered in the darkest of times.